Before we go to the videos on the site, it is my strong opinion that we need a quick lesson in conditional probability, and I think you'll see why as we go through this. Let's suppose we need pizza for a crowd. Suppose a huge order for hundreds of pizzas was filled by two companies, and half of Company A's pizzas were pepperoni, half of Company B's pizzas were pepperoni. Let's do some math. If a pizza was randomly selected from all the pizzas in this order, and that pizza was pepperoni, what's the probability that the pizza came from Company A? Well, there's a common mistake. Many people reason that since half of A's pizzas were pepperoni and half of B's pizzas were pepperoni, then a randomly selected pepperoni pizza would have a 50% chance of being from Company A and a 50% chance of being from Company B. This is a common mistake. A similar mistake is made by many in and out of the scientific community. Now, the correct response is that we need more information. Only if each company contributed the same number of pizzas would the probability be 50% for each company. Here's one example. Suppose Company A contributed 900 pizzas, 450 of which were pepperoni, and Company B contributed 100 pizzas. Even though half of both companies' pizzas were pepperoni, only 50 of 500 pepperoni pizzas were from Company B. In this example, the probability that the pepperoni pizza came from Company A is 90%. Company B is only 10%. In another example, suppose there were 9,900 pizzas from Company A and only 100 pizzas from Company B. In this case, only 50 of 5,000 pepperoni pizzas would be from Company B, and there'd be a 99% chance that Company A was the company that had the pepperoni pizza given conditional probability. Origin of life. A similar potential mistake is made frequently by students as well as some professors within the discussion surrounding origin of life on Earth. The argument goes, we are here. So there must be a natural explanation for why we are here. There must be a way to explain our existence via forces and conditions from within our known universe. In probability form, the problem would read as follows. If there is advanced life on Earth, what is the probability that it happened naturally with no influence from a source outside of our space-time dimension? The answer by many intelligent people would be 100%. We are here, so it must be explained naturally. This is the scientific thought of naturalism, but such a conclusion is unfounded. The correct answer is that we should not assume such a thing. Instead, we should employ mathematical principles and the scientific method. So the question we should test is, does the evidence suggest that we are here via natural means, or does it suggest the need of a source from outside of our space-time dimension? Is naturalism strong like Company A? Or is it the less likely explanation like Company B? Is it B or not to be B? That is the question. And that is an approach void of assumptions with logic, science, and integrity behind it. I would argue that those who refuse to challenge themselves and deal appropriately with this conditional probability question are more religious and less scientific than they think. Just because we are here does not imply that we must have showed up via purely natural means. I'm illiterate. Such a conclusion is illogical, yet many in public education embrace this, not necessarily because they believe it. They know in their heart it is not a logical assumption. Often it is the need to obey the separation of church and state, and often it is because explanations offered from many Christians in particular fly in the face of the evidence and are easily discarded. Time for integrity. It's time to explore the answer to the probability question fearlessly and more objectively. People on both sides of the issue can cheer for their champion, naturalism or God. Let the games begin.